You probably know or have heard of someone who suddenly made a lot of money. And you probably also know someone who lost everything suddenly. In this case, we are mainly referring to people who came into large amounts of money all of a sudden. Do you know why this happens? Because these people may have gained money, but they don't have a wealthy mindset. It's possible to be rich while being poor, but to do that, you need to think with a rich mindset. In other words, they weren't adequately prepared to handle that condition. And the excuses are always varied. There's always someone to blame, but the person is never at fault. However, with people who became wealthy over time, the story is different. They rarely lose all their money. However, when they do lose some, they manage to recover quickly. Do you see how this is not about the money but about the mindset? But how does a person acquire this mindset? That's what we'll learn in today's video. But first, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel, click like, and share this video with your friends. While a person with a poor mindset thinks in small numbers, a person with a wealthy mindset thinks in huge numbers. However, it's not impossible to reach this level. Many rich people with a wealthy mindset got there starting from the first steps, just like you. And the good news is that you can model your thinking after these people. After all, it's possible to be rich while being poor if you change the way you think. Of course, this process will take more than a week. The fact is, most people are conditioned to only see what's happening on the outside, and they forget to focus on the most important thing, themselves and the potential they can achieve. The same habits don't lead to new paths. Keep that in mind. Changing our mindset is essential for the results of our work to change as well. So, there's no point in only looking at the fruit on the tree. If it's not sweet enough, maybe it's necessary to tend to the roots. Investing in knowledge is always the best investment. Therefore, if you want to have a wealthy mindset, you need to start thinking like a wealthy person. It's never too late to start investing in yourself and your future. A wealthy mindset is not for chosen people. A wealthy mindset is for those who choose to have it. And you can too. Why not? The first step is wanting it. Rich people are rich because they think in a rich way. And the same goes for poor people. By this, we mean that poor people, and understand that I don't use this term pejoratively, but to refer to people who don't have the same mindset, are more concerned with finding obstacles than with finding ways to achieve their goals. Be careful with this. You can be either type of person. The one who stays focused and concentrates on finding simple and viable solutions to a problem, or the one who only complains about how unfair life is because they're once again facing problems. Think about this and what you want to reap in the future. Another major difference for those with a wealthy mindset is not just thinking about how to make money, but thinking big. Some people dream big and create a plan to make their first million. And there's always someone who says, "But why do you want so much money? You can live a happy and comfortable life earning much less." This is a key difference between the two. What really goes on in a poor person's mind is that rich people are greedy and always want more and more. Thinking big doesn't necessarily mean someone is greedy. It means they don't allow themselves to stay in the same comfort zone that keeps everyone else in the same boat. You should do what will bring you happiness. If what you want is to live on the beach selling coconuts, if that's what makes you happy, then pursue what you want. But if you want a life of luxury with a great salary and lots of comfort, there's nothing wrong with thinking big. Seek that abundance in your life and create the lifestyle you dream of for yourself. What we see most are people dreaming about how they'd like to have millions of rays, but they do nothing to get there. It seems like the ego is fed by the dream itself. This is a major difference between rich and poor people. Rich people are committed to their own dreams. They go after what they want. Poor people, on the other hand, are more occupied with dreaming their own dreams but don't worry about pursuing what they need. A poor person dreams of having a luxury car, but they know they can't afford it because their job pays very little. And what do they do to change the situation? Nothing, absolutely nothing. They continue living in a fantasy in their own head, hoping that one day things will change for them. Rich people, on the other hand, are committed to pursuing their own dreams. They will do whatever is necessary to achieve a goal. Of course, as long as they respect their own limits and those of others. You need to connect more with rich people so that you can start developing some insights, like thinking more richly and implementing your ideas so that you too can start seeing good results. Basically, what we mean is that, in a way, you end up being influenced by the people you spend time with. Starting with the fact that you'll see it's always possible to expand in life. In fact, this is advice given by entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates. Being rich doesn't mean a person needs to be a magnate. But the truth is, they are extremely disciplined with their spending. Rich people plan carefully what they're going to do with their money. They track every expense on a spreadsheet, record everything, and make more aggressive investments so that their money multiplies, ensuring they are never without capital. A rich person, unlike a poor person, isn't concerned about upgrading their phone or television. They are more focused on building an emergency fund in case a problem arises in the future. They want long-term investments so that one day their money is working for them. On the other hand, poor people are more concerned with material goods than their own security. And to reinforce that we are not referring to being poor or rich based on the amount of money, a financially poor person can have a wealthy mindset. Once again, a wealthy mindset is not about money. The law of abundance. When you resonate with your truth, you also connect with another law of this plane, which is the law of abundance. The greatest proof and demonstration of the law of abundance is the nature of our planet. We have different textures, flavors, colors, and shapes. Nature provides everything. Food, healing, shelter. Everything we need to live is available in nature. The natural flow of life is prosperity. It's you being in tune with your own vibration, your essence, knowing that what is necessary for you to prosper is already guaranteed for you. On the other hand, having large sums of money helps us gain freedom and realize our dreams. That's why it's important that our ability to produce is connected to our ability to express our essence. This connection is what will open doors to prosperity. One of the major issues we have with money today is tied to consumption, our need to accumulate and have many things. All these things seemingly dictate an existence, a personality. They send a message of who I am. But this is a great form of imprisonment. Our doing in the world today is no longer so connected to our essence. It's more connected to our need to have. More and more, we need to understand and discover who we are and what we came to do in the world. For we are in the era of being, and when we connect with being, prosperity follows. It's important to be connected with presence, with meditation, so that we can be filled with what is real. And when we are in this state, our financial life changes, because many of the expenses we accumulate are expenses to fill an existential void. We need to work on our need to have. Remember once again that success is not for chosen people, but for those who choose to pursue it.